Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night, groggy, frustrated, just staring at the ceiling, wondering why sleep feels like a stranger? Maybe it's not even you, it's your mom, dad, or a grandparent. You hear them getting up again and again, shuffling down the hallway to the bathroom, trying to quietly avoid waking anyone else. You lie there, hoping tonight will be different, and yet the pattern repeats. And here's the truth. Most people just shrug and say, "Oh, that's just old age, it happens." But deep down, you know that isn't really normal. You know that there has to be a better way. What if I told you that all of this, every restless night, every groggy morning, every frustrated sigh, could be dramatically improved with just one simple action before bed? Something so small, it almost feels too easy to be true. Yet the results are life-changing. Think about it for a second. One tiny step could help your loved ones sleep longer, rest deeper, and finally wake up in the morning feeling refreshed instead of exhausted. And what about you? Couldn't your own nights be more peaceful too? And let me be real with you. If you care about the people you love, and you're watching this without being subscribed yet, imagine missing out on tips like this. Imagine another week going by, watching them struggle night after night, while the solution was just waiting here for you all along. Don't let that happen. Don't let another sleepless night steal their energy, their health, or their happiness. Because here's the thing. Sleep is not just sleep. It's healing. It's restoration. It's what gives your body the chance to repair itself, to recharge, to keep your heart strong, your mind sharp, your mood steady. And for seniors, disrupted sleep doesn't just mean a few grumpy mornings. It can silently affect blood pressure, immune health, memory, and even increase the risk of falls and heart problems. Every time your loved one struggles to stay asleep, every time they wake in the middle of the night and shuffle through the darkness, it's a tiny erosion of their well-being. And if you've ever felt helpless watching them, you're not alone. But here's the good news. There is something you can do about it tonight. Something simple, practical, and effective. In this video, I'm going to share a bedtime routine that is designed specifically for seniors. One small habit that can dramatically reduce nighttime urination, help them sleep deeply, and wake up feeling rested and energized. And the best part? It's easy to start tonight. No complicated equipment, no risky medications, just a tiny step that so many people overlook. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do, why it works, and why so many seniors are missing out on the sleep they deserve. And I'll also reveal a small tool, a simple kit that many families have already used to see incredible results, which you'll find in the description below. Now here's the deal. If you're watching this and you care about your loved one's nights and your own, and you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, think about what you're missing. Think about another week of restless nights and frustrated mornings. Don't let that happen. Comment, "I'm ready" if you're serious about taking action tonight, and subscribe to Elderly Spring for practical tips, solutions, and care strategies that could change lives, yours and theirs. Because the truth is, every night you wait, sleep slips a little further away. Don't wait. Don't miss this. Start now. Imagine this. Your father has always been a light sleeper, but lately, he's getting up 3, sometimes 4 times every single night to use the bathroom. You can hear him shuffling down the hall, quietly trying not to wake anyone else, and yet, every time he returns, he looks more exhausted, more frustrated. You watch him, wishing there was something you could do to help, and you feel a helpless knot in your chest. Here's why this happens. As we age, our bladders lose elasticity. They can hold less fluid than they once could. Hormonal changes, especially the reduction of antidiuretic hormone, mean the kidneys are sending more urine to the bladder at night. Even a small glass of water in the evening can become a trip to the bathroom at 2 a.m. And the worse it gets, the more anxious seniors become, which ironically makes them wake up even more often. Many families just assume it's part of getting old, and nothing can be done. They try to dismiss it, telling their loved one, "It's normal, don't worry about it." while inside, they feel frustrated and helpless. But ignoring it doesn't help. It often makes things worse. Stress and disrupted sleep can actually increase the urgency and frequency of bladder trips. So what can you do? First, help them adjust their fluid intake. Encourage most fluids earlier in the day and taper off caffeine or alcohol in the evening. Small, frequent sips of water are better than one large drink before bed. And here's where a gentle, natural approach comes in. A tiny, nightly ritual, like taking 1 spoon of the Elderly Spring Sleep Wellness Kit, has helped many seniors reduce these nighttime disruptions. Reducing these bathroom trips isn't just about comfort. It's about giving the body a chance to rest, to repair, and to wake up ready for the day ahead. And this is only the first step, because even if you solve this, shallow sleep can still steal the rest they need. Which brings us to the next key point. Picture your grandmother going to bed at 10 p.m., hoping to get a solid night's rest, and then waking up at midnight, or sometimes even earlier, wide awake and frustrated. She tries to fall back asleep, but can't. The hours tick by. She tosses and turns, listening to every creak of the house, thinking about tomorrow's chores, worrying about whether she'll have enough energy. This isn't laziness. It isn't a quirk. It's your body changing with age. Circadian rhythms shift, melatonin production declines, and sleep becomes fragmented. Seniors may spend plenty of time in bed, but the deep restorative sleep, the sleep that repairs cells, strengthens immunity, and stabilizes mood, is reduced dramatically. A common misconception is that sleeping less is just part of aging and there's nothing you can do. But that's simply not true. There are natural ways to support deep sleep. Establishing a consistent bedtime routine is critical. Avoid heavy meals late in the evening, dim the lights, and create a calm, quiet environment. Even subtle changes, like a few minutes of gentle stretches or reading something relaxing, can signal the body that it's time to rest. And again, small, supportive habits make a difference. Many seniors have found that taking 1 spoon of the Elderly Spring Sleep Wellness Kit before bed helps them fall asleep faster and wake up feeling more refreshed. It's gentle, natural, and works alongside healthy routines to make deep sleep possible again. Better sleep doesn't just improve mornings, it sharpens memory, boosts mood, and gives seniors the energy to enjoy the day. Which leads us naturally into the next challenge: cognitive fog and fatigue. Now think about mornings when your loved one struggles to focus, misplaces things, or forgets small tasks that used to be easy. Maybe they forget where they left their keys, or what they were supposed to do first after breakfast. It's subtle at first, but it's exhausting for both them and everyone around them. The reason is simple. Disrupted sleep and constant nighttime waking affect the brain's ability to process and store information. The body's restorative processes are interrupted, fatigue builds up, attention falters, memory weakens, and even mood can be affected. Many people assume this is just normal aging, or that they're having a bad day. But poor sleep and fatigue are often the underlying culprits. By addressing sleep disruptions and nighttime urination, you can significantly reduce cognitive fog and help your loved ones feel sharper, more alert, and more confident in their daily lives. Practical advice? Encourage light morning exercise, even a short walk around the home, or simple stretches to activate circulation. Brain exercises, like reading, puzzles, or memory games, can also help. But above all, consistent, deep sleep is the key, and that begins with nighttime habits and supportive routines like the Elderly Spring Sleep Wellness Kit. Let's take a moment to talk about something most people don't realize: dehydration. Imagine Mr. Thomas, who skips drinking water during the day because he's afraid of waking up in the night. By evening, he feels dizzy, his energy is drained, and his mood dips. This is a common pattern in seniors trying to avoid bathroom trips, but ironically, it often makes the problem worse. Dehydration affects bladder function, making it more irritable. It impacts kidney and heart health, blood pressure, and overall energy. Less fluid during the day can make the bladder more sensitive at night, creating a vicious cycle. A common misconception is less drinking equals fewer trips. The truth is that balanced hydration throughout the day helps the body regulate urine production at night. Encourage seniors to sip water steadily during the day and enjoy light herbal teas in the evening. Electrolyte support, magnesium, potassium, or natural supplements can also help maintain balance. And here's the key: supporting hydration doesn't have to be complicated. Pairing steady fluid intake with gentle nightly routines, like 1 spoon of the elderly spring sleep wellness kit, can support both bladder comfort and restful sleep. Now think about Mrs. Jenkins. For years, she struggled with frequent nighttime trips and restless sleep. Nothing seemed to help. Then she added a small nightly supplement before bed, a tiny habit that became a game changer. Her bladder trips reduced, she slept deeper, and mornings were brighter. Why does this work? As we age, hormone levels like ADH, which help the kidneys control urine production, naturally decline. Bladder muscles weaken, inflammation can occur, and the combination makes nighttime waking more frequent. Many families assume only medications help, but gentle natural approaches can complement care. Simple exercises to strengthen bladder muscles, evening routines, and supportive natural supplements can make a difference. 1 spoon of the elderly spring sleep wellness kit is enough to start seeing change for many seniors. If you skip subscribing now, you might never discover the next simple tip that could stop those restless nights, and you'd regret it when it's too late. Don't let your loved ones continue struggling when the solution is right here. Finally, let's look at the environment. Room temperature, lighting, and noise all affect sleep depth. A room that's too warm, too bright, or too noisy can prevent seniors from falling into the deep, restorative sleep they desperately need. Cooler rooms, darkness, and quiet trigger melatonin production, signaling the body that it's time to rest. Even small adjustments, like blackout curtains, turning off screens an hour before bed, or using a white noise machine, can improve sleep quality dramatically. Encourage seniors to maintain a calm, consistent bedtime environment. Combine this with routines, gentle hydration, light exercise, and supportive habits like 1 spoon of the elderly spring sleep wellness kit, and you create a comprehensive approach that tackles sleep issues from every angle. It's tough, isn't it? Watching someone you care about, maybe your mom, dad, or a dear grandparent, struggle through the night, tossing and turning, waking up repeatedly, or rushing to the bathroom every hour. You sit there, hearing them sigh in frustration, seeing the bags under their eyes, feeling powerless. You want to do something, anything, to make it better. But sometimes it feels like nothing will ever change. And I want you to know something important. Your feelings are valid. The worry, the helplessness, even the moments of quiet frustration, they all come from love. You care, you notice. You want their nights to be peaceful, their mornings to be full of energy, their health to be protected. And that awareness, the very act of noticing, is already a powerful first step. Here's the thing, you don't have to feel stuck or defeated. You don't have to resign yourself to, this is just aging, because small, intentional, proactive steps can make a real difference. It starts with understanding what's happening in the body, what triggers restless nights, frequent urination, shallow sleep, or fatigue. And more importantly, it continues with taking consistent, simple actions that support their health and comfort. So, what can you do tonight? Start small. Adjust fluid intake during the day. Encourage your loved one to sip steadily rather than gulp before bed. Create a calm, quiet sleep environment. Dim the lights, keep the room cool, and limit noise disruptions. And then, add 1 small, simple step that many families have found incredibly effective. 1 spoon of the elderly spring sleep wellness kit before bed. Just 1. It's easy, natural, and it can reduce nighttime disruptions, improve sleep quality, and support bladder and hormone balance. Try these steps for just a week. Pay attention to the difference in mood, energy, and how refreshed your loved one feels in the morning. Notice the subtle changes: fewer sighs, less tossing and turning, calmer nights, more confident mornings. These small, consistent actions may not feel monumental at first, but over time, they build a foundation of comfort, health, and dignity. And here's something you need to hear: you have the power to make this happen. The frustration, the sleepless nights, the quiet anxiety, it doesn't have to define your loved one's golden years. You can act, you can help, and every small effort compounds into real, meaningful improvement. Imagine seeing your loved one suffer night after night, waking tired and frustrated, simply because you didn't take that one simple step to subscribe, stay informed, and learn the strategies that could help. Don't let that happen. Don't let another night go by in frustration when solutions exist. Subscribe now, or if you truly won't, at least share in the comments why you won't. Let us know. Don't leave us guessing. Because caring for seniors is not just about watching, it's about acting. It's about love in motion. Every tip you apply, every habit you adjust, every small step you take matters. And by staying informed, by subscribing, by learning alongside others who care just as much as you do, you're giving your loved ones the gift of nights filled with rest, mornings filled with energy, and days filled with life. Remember, the difference between a restless night and a restful night is often just one simple action, and tonight, that action could be yours to take. So, let's slow down for a moment and really reflect on everything we've covered today. Think about it. Reducing nighttime bathroom trips isn't just about comfort. It's about giving your loved ones a chance to rest their bodies fully. It's about giving them the energy they need to get through the day without fatigue or frustration. When someone wakes up multiple times in the night, even if they shrug it off, their body and mind are paying the price. Their heart, their kidneys, their mood, their cognitive clarity. All of it takes a hit. Improving deep sleep is next. Deep sleep is when the body repairs itself, strengthens the immune system, and consolidates memories. Without it, energy drains, focus fades, and small irritations feel overwhelming. Shallow sleep compounds with other challenges, like bladder issues and dehydration, creating a cycle that's hard to break, but not impossible. You now know that even small adjustments can make a big, tangible difference. Supporting hydration throughout the day is another pillar. Many families think, less water at night equals fewer bathroom trips, but that's misleading. Steady hydration during the day allows the body to process fluids efficiently. When you combine this with gentle routines at night, like limiting caffeine and alcohol and sipping lightly, the body can naturally regulate itself. And remember, adding one small spoon of the Elderly Spring Sleep Wellness Kit each night can enhance this process and support bladder and sleep balance. Hormonal support is equally vital. Declining ADH hormone, weakening bladder muscles, and mild inflammation are all normal with age. But they don't have to dictate nightly struggles. Simple exercises, gentle routines, and natural support through the kit can reduce urgency and frequency. And lifestyle adjustments, cooler rooms, dimmed lights, calm and quiet environments, signal the body it's time to rest, making sleep more restorative. Now, here's what I want you to do. Take a moment and look at your own loved ones in your mind's eye. Imagine their nights before any changes, the tossing, the turning, the frustration, the groggy mornings. Now imagine them after applying these steps. Imagine nights where they sleep through, wake refreshed, and feel a sense of calm and energy you haven't seen in a long time. That contrast alone is worth everything. And here's a question for you. Which of these steps feels most achievable tonight? Could you start with adjusting fluids, creating a calm sleep environment, or introducing one spoon of the Elderly Spring Sleep Wellness Kit? Or maybe you'll begin with gentle bladder exercises and consistent bedtime routines. Whatever it is, choose one tonight and commit to trying it for a full week. Watch for small but meaningful changes, how they move, how they smile, how their mornings feel. I also want you to share your experiences below in the comments. Which of these strategies have you tried before, and how did it go? Which steps feel challenging, and which ones excite you? Your story could help someone else watching this video, someone who's struggling silently and doesn't know where to start. Remember, you are not just caring for your own loved ones, you are contributing to a community that supports senior wellness. And if you're still watching and haven't subscribed yet, pause for a moment and think. Imagine another night, another restless evening, another groggy morning, and realize that the tips you need, right here, right now, are just one click away. By subscribing to Elderly Spring, you ensure that every time a new insight, strategy, or tool becomes available, you're there, learning it, applying it, and making a difference. If you skip this now, you might regret it later when those nights repeat and you feel helpless again. Don't let that happen. Subscribe, stay informed, take action, and of course, don't forget the Elderly Spring Sleep Wellness Kit. Many families have told us how just one spoon before bed has made a noticeable difference. Fewer trips to the bathroom, deeper sleep, calmer mornings. Imagine combining that with these simple, everyday adjustments. That's not just improvement, that's transformation. Take a deep breath and consider this. Every small step you take tonight can ripple out to bigger, more meaningful changes over time. Consistency is key. It's not about doing everything perfectly, it's about doing something every day with intention and love. Adjust the environment, support hydration, strengthen bladder function, create calm bedtime routines, and support your loved one with gentle, natural tools. The combined effect is profound. So here's your action plan for the next week. Adjust fluid intake, spread water intake throughout the day, taper at night. Introduce a calm, predictable bedtime routine. Create an ideal sleep environment. Cool, dark, quiet. Consider gentle bladder exercises or stretches. Take 1 spoon of the Elderly Spring Sleep Wellness Kit nightly. Watch, observe, and note the improvements in mood, energy, and restful nights. And keep sharing your experiences in the comments. It's a safe space for guidance, encouragement, and stories that can inspire others. Finally, I want to leave you with this thought. Caring for seniors is a journey, not a single action. Every night, every small adjustment, every intentional choice compounds into real, lasting comfort and health. By staying committed, informed, and compassionate, you're giving your loved ones the gift of nights that truly restore and mornings that truly energize. Thank you for watching, thank you for caring, and thank you for taking action. Here's to healthier nights, happier mornings, and the peace of mind that comes with knowing you're doing everything you can. Subscribe, stay engaged, and I'll see you in the next video where we continue exploring practical ways to care for the seniors in your life.